Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Brian, and welcome back to JB Travel. Listen, I'm stoked for today's video because we're diving headfirst into one of the greatest cities on Earth, a place where the vibes are immaculate and the pizza is incredible. We're talking about Chicago, baby. Now, whether you're a seasoned traveler or planning your first big city adventure, Chicago has something for everyone. But with so much to see and do, planning a trip can feel like trying to hail a cab in a snowstorm. That's where I come in. We're breaking down the absolute top 10 things you cannot miss when visiting the Windy City. I'm talking iconic landmarks, world-class museums, hidden gems, and of course, food, glorious food. So buckle up, smash that like button, and let's get this show on the road. First up, we're kicking things off at Millennium Park, a 24.5-acre green oasis smack dab in the heart of downtown Chicago. And listen, no trip to Chicago is complete without snapping that iconic selfie with Cloudgate, better known as the Bean. This 110-ton elliptical sculpture is like a giant reflective bean, hence the nickname, that distorts the city skyline in the most mesmerizing way. Seriously, you can spend hours just staring at your reflection, watching the clouds drift by and contemplating the vastness of the universe. But Millennium Park is way more than just the bean. We've got Crown Fountain, two 50-foot video screens showcasing faces of Chicago and spitting water into a reflecting pool. It's weird, it's wonderful, it's Chicago. And if you're feeling artsy, check out the J. Pritzker Pavilion, an outdoor concert venue designed by the legendary Frank Gehry. Trust me, Millennium Park is a whole vibe and the perfect place to kick off your Chicago adventure. Next up, we're heading to a place that'll make your inner art aficionado absolutely drool, the Art Institute of Chicago. This place is a treasure trove of masterpieces, home to over 300,000 works of art spanning centuries and continents. We're talking iconic pieces like Grant Wood's American Gothic, Edward E. Hopper's Nighthawks, and Georges Seurat's A Sunday on La Grande Jatte. Seriously, these paintings are so famous you'll recognize them even if you don't think you know art. But listen, the Art Institute isn't just about dusty old paintings. They've got everything from ancient armor to cutting-edge photography. So no matter your taste, you're guaranteed to find something that blows your mind. Pro tip, head up to the museum's modern wing for breathtaking views of Millennium Park and the city skyline. It's the perfect spot to catch a sunset and snap some Instagram-worthy shots. All right, let's be real. Chicago in the summer, it's a vibe. And there's no better way to soak up those sunny day vibes than by strolling along the Chicago Riverwalk. This 1.25-mile pedestrian pathway winds its way along the Chicago River, offering up stunning views of the city's iconic architecture. Trust me, the views alone are worth the price of admission, which is free, by the way. But the Riverwalk is way more than just a pretty face. We're talking waterfront cafes, bustling bars, kayak rentals, even a floating garden. It's like a choose-your-own adventure for adults, but way more fun. Grab a coffee and people watch, rent a bike and cruise along the river, or just find a bench and soak up the sun. The Riverwalk is all about embracing those chill summer vibes. Architecture envy Chicago Architecture River Cruise. Okay, listen up, architecture nerds. This one's for you. Chicago is famous for its jaw-dropping architecture, and there's no better way to experience it than from the deck of a Chicago Architecture River Cruise. These cruises will take you past over 40 of the city's most iconic buildings, from the neo-Gothic Tribune Tower to the sleek, modern Trump International Hotel and Tower. And the best part? You'll learn all about the history and design of these architectural marvels from expert guides who know their stuff. Trust me, even if you don't know the difference between a Doric column and a Corinthian column, you're going to be blown away by the sheer beauty and ingenuity of Chicago's buildings. And hey, if you time it right, you might even catch a glimpse of the city's famous bascule bridges in action. Next up, we're heading to a Chicago institution, Navy Pier. This bustling lakefront destination is a whirlwind of sights, sounds, and smells, with something to keep every member of the family entertained. Of course, no trip to Navy Pier is complete without a spin on the iconic Ferris wheel. This 196-foot tall behemoth offers up breathtaking views of the city skyline and Lake Michigan. And if you're feeling really adventurous, try riding it at night for a truly unforgettable experience. But Navy Pier is way more than just a Ferris wheel. We're talking carnival rides, street performers, restaurants, shops, even a Shakespeare theatre. You could easily spend an entire day here and still not see everything. All right, let's take a break from all the sightseeing and experience some of Chicago's vibrant cultural scene. And there's no better place to do that than at the legendary Chicago Theatre. This architectural masterpiece has been a beacon of entertainment since 1921, hosting everyone from Charlie Chaplin to David Bowie to Oprah Winfrey. Seriously, this place has seen it all. Today, the Chicago Theatre continues to host a wide variety of performances, from Broadway shows to stand-up comedy to concerts, so no matter your taste, you're sure to find something that tickles your fancy. All right, let's take a break from the hustle and bustle of the city and escape to a little slice of nature. Lincoln Park Zoo. This 35-acre zoo is home to over 1,100 animals from around the world, from majestic lions to playful penguins. And the best part? It's completely free to enter. That's right, you can wander through the zoo's various habitats, marvel at the animals, and not spend a dime. Lincoln Park Zoo is the perfect place to spend an afternoon with the family. Or just escape the city for a few hours. Just try not to get eaten by a bear. All right, shopaholics, this one's for you. The Magnificent Mile is Chicago's answer to Rodeo Drive or Fifth Avenue, a shopper's paradise lined with high-end boutiques, department stores, and flagship brands. We're talking Gucci, Prada, Tiffany, and company, you name it, they've got it. So bring your credit cards and get ready to indulge in some serious retail therapy. But the Magnificent Mile isn't just about shopping. You'll also find a wide variety of restaurants, cafes, and bars, perfect for refueling after a long day of maxing out your credit limit. All right, thrill seekers, this one's for you. The Skydeck at Willis Tower is not for the faint of heart. This observation deck sits 1,353 feet above the ground, offering up unparalleled views of the city and beyond. But the real star of the show is the ledge, a series of glass boxes that jut out from the building, giving you the feeling of walking on air. Seriously, it's like something out of a superhero movie. If you're brave enough to step onto the ledge, you'll be rewarded with jaw-dropping views that will stay with you long after you've left Chicago. Just try not to look down. All right, we can't talk about Chicago without talking about its most famous culinary creation, deep dish pizza. This Chicago staple is not your average pizza. It's a culinary masterpiece, a symphony of flavors and textures that will leave you craving more. We're talking a buttery, flaky crust piled high with cheese, toppings, and a generous ladle of tangy tomato sauce. It's not for the faint of heart or the small of stomach. Some of the most iconic deep dish joints include Giordano's, Lou Malnati's, and Pequod's Pizza. But honestly, you can't go wrong with any deep dish pizza in Chicago. Just come hungry. And there you have it, folks. The top 10 things to do in Chicago in 2024. From iconic landmarks to world-class museums to mouth-watering eats, Chicago has something for everyone. So, what are you waiting for? Book that trip, pack your bags, and get ready to experience the magic of the Windy City. And hey, while you're at it, hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments what other cities you want me to cover in future videos. Until next time, keep exploring. Peace.